Hey Lovebug. If you happen to be new here, my name is Mercy Yvonne and my channel is all about being the intersection between faith and fashion. So we're going to serve the Lord, but we're going to serve a look while doing so. And before we get into today's video, I do want to just kind of check in with everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is safe and sound. I know these past couple of weeks have been a lot for a lot of us. I reside in Florida, and so within the past couple of weeks, we were hit with 2 hurricanes within the state, as well as some other states were heavily affected. And so I'm just hoping and praying that everyone is safe and sound. I hope you and your loved ones are safe. I hope all of your possessions and properties are safe. Praying for everyone affected. And so I really would love to just hear, how everyone's doing, just checking in. On my end, all is well. Didn't really experience any damage or anything like that. My family, my loved ones are all safe and sound. Thank you, Lord. But I am praying that all is well with all of you. I'm sorry to start off the video so heavy, but I know that's one of the main reasons I did not upload last week, due to the storm, and I did actually evacuate just to ensure that I was safe and things of that sort. So had to kind of prioritize all of that between my family as well as my job, and just making sure that all fronts were safe and sound. And so I'm praying that everyone is well. So getting into some more jolly news, baby, we finally got some chilly winds here in Florida. So I am so excited because we're beginning to get a little bit of that autumn fall season, that fall weather. And so I'm really excited for it. So in today's video, we are going to style some fall outfits, looking at 3 simple dress codes, if you will. We're gonna go basic, business, and bust down. Okay, so if you feel like that is your vibe, go ahead, grab your little snack, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So I really want to walk through putting together outfits and kind of just some of my thought processes. I've done things like this on my channel before, where we kind of go behind the look, and we're really going to style it together. I had a comment over on TikTok where there was a young lady who shared that she kind of has difficulty putting looks together because she doesn't really know what will work. And honestly, if you have difficulty putting looks together, you're just gonna have to play dress up. You're just gonna have to go back to the roots and do what we did as kids and play dress up. That's just take the things in your closet and put them together. You're gonna just have to find the time to put things together. However, I'm gonna walk you through kind of how I will put looks together for these different categories. When getting dressed, one of the things that you always want to consider is dress code. Baby, the fact of the matter is, everywhere you go, there is a dress code. There is a requirement or expectation of how you are supposed to present yourself in those spaces. So when starting with a basic look, when I think of my more basic looks, I'm thinking about those everyday looks. So the looks that you're wearing maybe to go grab lunch, to run errands, to do your grocery shopping, to pick up this from the store, to pick up that from the store, maybe to go get the kids, maybe to have lunch with your bestie, maybe go work at a cafe. Those are more so of the basic looks. When I think about basic, I'm thinking about those looks that fall into those kind of categories, those more everyday looks. And I know for me, more often than not, I like to be somewhere in that casual chic space, that elevated casual, if you will. And so when putting together any look, I'm always going to start with a piece that I want to wear. And so I'm going to base the rest of the outfit around that piece. So here is our base. We have on a cream mock neck bodysuit with some dark wash denim. Now, to really put the look together. We're gonna layer and we're gonna accessorize, right? So you can pretty much do whatever you want as it pertains to jewelry. Keep it real simple. However, I know that my accent color is going to be cognac. So we are going to add this cognac belt that is thrifted. For shoes, I am going to go with these cognac heel booties, and these are thrifted. Now, depending on where you are and the weather, this can be a completed look. Adding anything else might be too hot for you. Now, I'm always going to be like, how can I add an additional layer? So we are going to grab our leather jackets. I'm gonna grab our leather jacket. We're gonna just drape it across our shoulders. And then we are going to grab our cognac bag, and that is the look. It is very simple, very chic, very basic, but it's very pulled together. It's very intentional, and you literally just elevate it like a white top and some jeans, right? Real simple, real easy peasy. And for our next look, we are doing business. Now, of course, please keep in mind, pay attention to your workplace dress code, okay? Now, I know as for me and my job, my workplace, my place of business, I lean more business casual. So for fall, this is one of the things that I would love to start with. I have this cream button down that is thrifted from the men's section. The sleeves were a little long, so I actually just cuffed them back, folded them back. And I think that's really cute. And we have on these black slacks. You've seen them probably a million times on my channel. I got these from, I want to say, Ross. And just a very simple base. You can do so many things with this. Like, you can go any direction you want, right? So keep that in mind. One of the best things about fall is that you can have fun with layers without the risk of a heat stroke. Because sometimes in summer you gotta be mindful about what you layering together, because baby, too much can be just that, too much, okay? And it can end it all for you. So here we have it. So for me, I have two things in mind, two different directions that we can go in. We can go with a vest. Now, we can go with a vest. So if you are in a more professional, very like business is the dress code, I would definitely lean towards a suit kind of vest, just because that's probably more in line with your dress code. Now, for me, I'm more business casual, so I'm gonna lean towards the sweater vest. Now, here we have the sweater vest on, and I like the sweater vest especially for fall because it adds texture. So it adds this new element to your look. So we are switching out the jewelry just because in the first one I had more of my chunky jewelry. I wouldn't really do that for work. I would go very, very mindful, very demure. So I wouldn't really go chunky for work, quite honestly. I would go more like dainty jewelry. To add personality and pizzazz, we're gonna take a brooch that I thrifted. Okay, because you want to fall. We'll take a brooch that I thrifted and just add it on to our vest just to give us a little something. And so for work, more often than not, if I'm getting dressed for work, I'm going to lean towards a flat. I don't know if I like it tucked out or not. I don't know if it's and just play with it. I don't know if I want it tucked out, to be honest. Okay. Okay, I think that's better. So, I mean, and don't be afraid to like play with your clothes, right? So I think it was bothering me because it was like giving too long. So just kind of like tucked it up a bit. So don't be afraid to like play with your clothes. But for work, I more often than not will lean towards a flat. So I'm going to choose my loafers. I got these from Ross. Got these from Ross. They are a good loafer. Now, I don't know if I'm still breaking them in, because if I'm in them too long, they will hurt. But a simple loafer. If it is like really chilly, I would grab a coat. Here is the look, just a simple work look. Now, of course, if you don't want to leave this down, you can always tuck it in. If you need more, want to do more, you can always do that. If you lean towards like wearing heels for work, then of course wear your heels. But here is our fall business look. We're going to handle some business, okay? We're going to handle some business. We're going to be in some meetings. We're going to shake hands. We're going to be giving out business cards and networking and all the things. This is a really good look. You can never go wrong with a button down and some slacks. And just always look into how you can layer. What can you add to your look? That is going to be one of your best friends in fall. Like layer. You can go so many different directions. You could have added like a turtleneck underneath the button down, and that would have gave like a whole bunch of layer in the look, right? So you could have gone so many different directions. You could have gone without the vest and just did the turtleneck. Like, you can do so many things. And don't feel like, I went cream and black to something real simple. However, add color, add print, do whatever works for you to make the look very comfortable. But play with it. Play with textures and items and just try things on. Like, go in your closet and try things on. Like, that is going to be your best friend. So now we gonna move into the bust down look. So when you think of a bust down, think of any event activity that you really gotta put that thing on for. Like, I mean, it's the date nights, it's the girls' nights, it's the fancy dinner, it's all of the things. It's that cocktail hour, that nice little dinner party, whatever. It's that thing. You really gotta put that thing on, okay? Do not come to play. Put it on. Like, you need to dress as though it is the last time you are ever gonna get dressed, and you need to pull out a fire fit every single time. Now, for me, I love black, so it's gonna be this dress for me. Like, I'm thinking fancy dinner, date night, cocktail, you know, dinner party. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like we're gonna be cute. We're gonna be in the vibes, right? And so it has like this tie, like knotting thing going on this side, and then it's like more full half sleeve. And I thrifted this dress. It's originally from, I believe, H&M. I thrifted it, and just look at her. Like, she's a beauty, right? Now, you can go in a whole bunch of different directions. When I'm wearing black like this, I like to pull in a statement piece. So that can come from a lot of different things. That can come from a bag, a shoe, outerwear, all of that type of thing. For today, I want to keep it very simple because I'm thinking like kind of like nice dinner party, maybe a work event where you gotta dress up, and so I want to, you know, put that thing on, but still get very classy and chic and all of the things. I think I'm gonna go with these. I was originally thinking just a black pump, but I like the bow detail. I like the pearl detail, and I like that it adds a layer of texture to add a little something to the look. So I think we're gonna go with these. And these are thrifted. Okay. Okay, yeah, I like that. So we have that, and to add, like I said, when dressing very simple like this, I do believe in pulling out a statement piece. Though we kept the shoes very simple, we know that the statement piece is not going to be our shoes. For fall, I believe it's one of the best times to pull out the coat, to get you a nice coat that is really just going to be like, bam. So this is the coat that I'm going to go with. It is this black and white houndstooth coat that I thrifted. This is hands down one of my favorite coats in my wardrobe. I got her towards the end of like winter going into spring. So I've only worn her like, I think a couple of times. But yes, I'm excited to be in fall. And so I can really pull her out because she is perfect. Like when I say, when you find something, especially thrifting, that fits you like a glove, take it home. Take it home. And she was under $10. I thrifted her for under $10. And look at her, she's a beauty. So the only thing left is a bag. Now, if we're going to do, since we're doing like a fancy, maybe dinner, cocktail hour, that kind of thing, we're gonna go with this clutch. I feel like the gold on it kind of just ties into the fact that we are going with gold jewelry, and there is also gold on the heel. You probably can't see it, but there's some gold on the heel, so I feel like it ties it all together. And here is the look. Now, I would set this off with like a red lip. Ooh, like an ombre, like thinking ombre red, where it's like kind of burgundy on the outside and you have like a nice pop of bright red in the middle. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And so here is our bust down look. Now, granted, she's simple, but she's doing what needs to be done because, baby, guess what? She's turning heads. Okay. Baby, what they say? Clock it. Yes, she is simple, but she's doing what needs to be done, and she's going to turn heads. So that is all for today's video. I hope that you were able to draw some inspiration in how to give basic, business, and bust down this fall. So I hope to see you back here next week for another video. But until then, remember that I love you, God loves you. So remember to always, and I do mean always, love you too. Smooches, Lovebug.